I used to be a bad kid, so my mom punished me all the time. Sometimes the punishments can be a little out of pocket though. That's what we're watching today. My mom's punishments were psychological torture. This by I ain't even gonna try to do it. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get it to.
Yo, when y'all was little, y'all ever be out with your parents and something started talking about some, you gonna get beat when you get home? Yo, this was one of the worst punishments ever, bruh. Cause after this very realistic scenario happened, your parents be trying to act like it's all cupcakes and peaches. But you'll be chilling with your parents, right? Having a blast. And the moment you get in that bed, shuffle your feet a few times, they wanna drop kick the door open and start beating the shit out of you, man. Like what type of psychological...
It's like they know they gonna get you, but they ain't gonna tell you when. Like, I'm already hyper stressed out about what you gonna do to me when we get home, and then you don't do nothing. So I think I'm in the clear after so long, and then when I finally let my guard down, that's when you want to strike. Like, come on, man.
Torture is you on, bro. You could have did this way earlier, gang. Now I got no choice but to run away.
Exactly.
But for me, the whoopings ain't make me want to run away like that. It was when they took the Xbox, bro. They will always take it when something important on the game is happening. Like, it'll be a double XP weekend. They only got one of these once a year, bruh. And you want to take the game because I smacked some mannequin butt. Get your priorities together, man. But once you get in high school, they start spam taking your phone, bruh. And when they was cooking this joint up, somebody should have told these to get out of the kitchen, bro, because this punishment is so trash. Literally the next day, I was in school using a bro phone to do all my streaks. And when I got back in the crib, I was on that one old tablet in the closet.
I'll just be grounded, bro.
You get caught sneaking around a punishment, bro, that's when they start getting creative with it.
That's why I don't do it.
And the worst one out of all the creative punishments is when your parents try to embarrass you. And back when I was in high school, I did something stupid. And I got one of the most embarrassing punishments known to man. So one day, I had just got off of work, right? And I decided to hit the bro up the spark. And he said, bet. So I get home and double check that I have everything to not get caught. Cause if my mom wakes up and I'm not there, it's gonna be the type of trouble where she looks at me differently. So I successfully snuck out, had a fantastic session, and made it back to the crib. I opened the door and my mom is sitting right there, waiting for me. And she like, hello, sir. What were you doing? Nothing. I was just chilling with the bro. You sure about that? You know what? It's okay. I got something for you. Have a good night. And I didn't even...
What you mean you got something for me, Ma? Ma, what you mean you got something for me? What you got? I got a chain. You got one too? What do you mean what you got? It's one of the worst things to ever happen.
And say nothing, bro. I just went to my room and I'm laying there trying to go to sleep.
You know what's already
but inside, we both knew what was going on.
Both knew.
But then again, she ain't say nothing. So if she not tripping, then I'm not tripping. So the next day, I get up and start getting ready for the day. So I turn on the Xbox and I notice something. My controller is missing. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe I just crashed out the last time I was playing the game. So I started looking around the room to see if I threw it somewhere, but I couldn't find it. And then I had a thought.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this lotion and tissue is crazy.
What if my mom came in my room and took my controller? But then again, she don't even have a reason to. But I call her up anyway to ask her if she seen it. And she like, you wanna ask me if I have your controller and you come in my house last night looking like that? Have a good day, sir. And I just stood there. Sick, cause it's like, what am I supposed to do now? Count the dust on my desk? So I started thinking of any way I could hop on the game. And then I got one of the greatest ideas known to man. I'm gonna ask the bro if he has an extra controller. But then again, if I don't hide it before my mom gets home, I might not see the light of day. So I hit up the bro, ask him if he has an extra controller. And he says he does. So I walk up to his crib, grab the controller, and life was amazing. And now I'm sitting there, cooking on 2K. Why are you on the game? My bad, Ma, I just... No. Give me that controller, Wait. It's not mine. And I explained to her that I got another controller from the homie. And she was spazzing on me. She was yelling for like 20 minutes straight. And then she tells me to go take the controller back up.
After
So
his
I
mom
took it
already
back
knew
up
he
there.
didn't need
And
to.
at this point, I ain't even
He
want to
snuck
be in the
behind her
crib
back.
no more and listen to my mom yell at me for the rest of the day. She just yelled at me like she had this joint saved in the notes app. So I take the controller back to the bar, and I just chill at his crib for a while. And a few hours later, I finally came back home, and I went straight to bed. You know, I had to make sure I was up nice and early for work tomorrow. And when I woke up the next day, my controller still wasn't there, and everything was how I left it. Bless. So I go to the bathroom, start getting ready for the day. I open the drawer for the toothpaste, and it's missing.
The
But I
toothpaste
know I
is
put
crazy.
this toothpaste
Nah,
in the
my mom
same
would never
spot.
do that. She
But
could.
maybe
She
I'm
could
tripping.
never
So
do
I
that.
started looking
I ain't gonna
around
lie,
for
my
the
mom's-
face wash instead.
That's crazy.
And that joint is gone too. And then I started looking around for all my other toiletries. And it was all gone, bruh. No deodorant, no soap, no nothing, bruh. And I'm sitting there really trying to analyze.
Ma, you took my deodorant, my soap, my toothpaste, my face wash. What are we doing? Mom, I got work. You sending me off stank like that because I was on the game? Because I was on the game? Mama.
What's going on? And then it all hits. Wait, there is no way I'm getting punished with smelling like bounce dad. So I call my mom, and I'm like, hey, Mom,
Take the phone,
quick question
Mom.
for you. Do you have any clue where my toiletries are? Yeah, I took them. They'll be back when I get home. Right. Okay. Well, you have a nice day now. And I'm standing there, jawbone on the floor.
When you get-
There is
Mom, I
no
have
way
work.
you want me to walk around smelling like horse ass. So I started trying to come up with any way I could get any type of toiletry before I gotta go to work in 3 hours. And it wasn't like I could just go and be fine. No, bruh. I worked in a hot ass kitchen, bruh. On top of that, this shift, I was gonna be a server. There's no
mama,
way I'm
come on.
keeping these pits covered while giving people their food. So I go over to her bathroom, grab some toothpaste, brush the teeth. And now I'm trying to think of anything I could do to get some soap or at least some deodorant. I hit the bro up to see if he has anything, and he didn't. So
What you mean a bro didn't have no deodorant?
I did what any reasonable person would do. And I just took the L and took my stank booty ass to work, bro. But while I was carrying something to the back, my manager stopped, dead in his tracks, looked at me, and was like, yo, D, when you done, let me talk to you real quick. I go in the office, and bro tells me to make sure I come to work smelling presentable. Yo. Oh,
Presentable.
but I learned a real valuable lesson that day. Don't ever duck the punishment, just take it. Like Mia Khalifa. But even though I thought I learned my lesson, you know, I was like 15 at the time. And back then, you know, I was just being a dumb kid, you feel me? We all done been there.
We all some
and
dumb
as we all
kids.
know, the worst thing that could happen to a dumb
especially.
kid is a little bit of peer pressure. Because that's what happened this one time,
I'll
right?
never give it
See,
to
when
peer
I started
pressure.
high school, I went from a sheltered Catholic school to an actual public school. And for the ones who went to Catholic school, y'all know how
I've been in public school
different
my whole life.
things are at a public school. And for the ones who don't know, y'all get the point. But I had no idea how different this world was, which led me to becoming friends with people who weren't doing the greatest of things, which led me to doing some of those not so great things. And one of those things my friend group at the time loved to do was sparking and hitting the stick. And I ended up copping my own little device.
why I don't be
And
doing
after
that. That's why I
having
don't be
it,
hanging
all I
out with
knew
those
was
type of
that by
people.
any means possible, my mother couldn't find out her little Catholic school angel baby was hitting stick. And she didn't for a while until one day I was at school and everybody was talking about sparking up after school. And I suggested that everybody slide to my crib. My mom's was gone for a couple of days and this was the last day I had the crib to myself. And everybody was like, bet. So after school, we all slid over to my crib. We step out on the balcony and start sparking up. Hey, what y'all doing? Yo, who was that? I think it's the apartment manager. Just don't move, bro. You gonna leave eventually. You know I can still see y'all, right? We all busting the crib. Nobody saying nothing. Then one of the bros is like, so what now? So we start trying to figure out how we gonna continue this session. And then my phone starts
Should we
ringing.
continue the
I look
session?
down,
Get out!
And it's my mother. Hey, what's up, ma? Tell everybody in that house to leave. What you talking about? Ain't nobody in here. The manager just called me. Tell all of them people to get out of my house. You know what? Put me on speakerphone. So I'm looking around for some help. They all shaking their head no. My mom is yelling with her chest in the background, bro. I ain't never hear her yell like this in my life. So I just put the phone on speaker, and my mom starts spazzing out on all of the bros. I'm talking cussing out all of that. And after she was done cooking everybody,
different type
they
of
all
moms,
leave.
bro.
And now I'm in the crib, pacing back and forth, trying to figure out what am I gonna tell her when she gets here. I run around the house, make sure all the Zaza eviscerated. I grab my little device and hide it between the mattress. The next day, she gets home, she like, so you was in here smoking? No, Ma, you really believe him over me? You know what? It's okay. Go to sleep. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. And I know what to think.
Again, with the psychological torture. What you mean? Talk to me now, please. Why are you doing that? Why tomorrow? What's different from tomorrow and today? Is tomorrow gonna be my last day? Oh, no way. Ooh, that's bars. I ain't gonna lie. That's bars.
She hit me with this maneuver. Normally, she skips straight to swing belt first, ask questions later. But for her to be this calm, oh no. So I start begging
when your mom's
her
calm
to
and
talk
you
to
know
me
you did
about
something
it.
wrong,
and she says,
it's over.
No, that's okay. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And then smiles, bruh. So I went to bed, bruh. I couldn't even sleep, man, because I knew it was over for me tomorrow.
Not getting no
so I
sleep
go
that
to school
night.
the next day. When I get home, my mom like, go put your stuff down and come in my room when you're done so we can talk about it. I go to my room, and all my life, I had no door, no TV, no desk, no computer. Literally a dresser and a bed. Then I go to her room. And she tells me to explain everything that just happened to her. And I told her. She was like, okay, even if the manager was lying, I found something in between your mattress. And we both know we not having this. So because you have this, you see how your room is? It's gonna be like that for the next 3 months. And just like she said,
3 months?
that was exactly how.
I don't smoke. I never will. But if I did, and my mother found that between this bed right here, I'd be grounded until I graduate. Maybe even past that. The moment I step foot in this house, it's not my life anymore. It's hers. It's hers, not mine. That door gone. These hats gone. This computer gone. This camera gone. This mic gone. That poster in the background gone. Bed probably gone. Girlfriend gone. Friends gone. Phone gone. Everything gone. 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 My fault.
How my room was for the next 3 months. No door, no TV, no computer. And I was looking outside the window like these, watching my friends have a blast.
This
but
controller
I
gone.
got my together. You know, I
These
stopped
cars
sparking, and I was making sure all my work was done.
These
and
cars
she ended up
gone.
letting me off punishment a little early.
This
and if I'm being
gone.
real, I really did deserve that one. I disrespected
diamond
it down
tester
to my
gone.
mom's crib, and everything I did, I had no business doing.
Cuban bracelet gone. Everything gone. That's gonna be the end of the video though. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, we're trying to post every day this week, you know? This is coming out on Tuesday. Yeah, this is gonna be coming out on Tuesday. But yeah, well, have a good day. Listen to your moms. I feel like that's what we really learn. Don't be sparking up nothing. Don't do that. We don't do that. I don't smoke, so you shouldn't either. No, or everything gonna be gone. And you don't want anything to be gone, you know? Because when things are gone, your fun is gone, you know? Summer coming up too, you know? I ain't trying to get in trouble near summer, but, you know, that's going to be the vid, you know? I'll see y'all boys tomorrow.